with Vinnie Murphy nursing an ankle injury, Dublin issue a recall to Barney Rock, whose last inter-county appearance was here last July, coincidentally, against Meath. It's one of 5 changes made for a variety of reasons by Dublin selectors. Dave Sinnott is given the number 4 shirt. Declan Bolger returns to midfield. Declan Sheehan is listed as right half forward, with Kieran Duff in the right corner. Another player who last saw action for his county in the Leinster Championship is Meath's Liam Harnan. He's recovered from a long-time back injury and is restored to the centre half-back berth. It's a Meath team missing 3 of their selected 15 as injuries rule out PJ Gillick, Sean Kelly and Martin O'Connell. In the reshuffle, Pádraig Lyons is brought into the full back line. Kevin Foley moved out to wing-back. John McDermott is now in midfield. That's a very late decision. And taking up duty in the full forward line, Bernard Flynn. And it's last year's All-Ireland football final referee, Paddy Russell from Tipperary, who gets the match underway. And straight away it's John McDermott, another 21 star, to Liam Hayes. In through the centre. Neatly taken by Brian Stafford. Had to drill it outside to Tommy Dowd. Used to operate on the wing for Meath, now in the centre half forward position. And it's nursed out over the end line there by Tommy Carr. So the first chance then coming for Meath. John O'Leary with the kick out for Dublin. Aided by a gentle breeze in this first half as Paul Clark picks it up on his own 45-metre line. Put out here by Kevin Foley. Directed across towards Brian Stafford. Mick Deegan pursuing him. The linesman over there declaring that it went off the Meath. Rapidly taken. Belted downfield. It's Kieran Duff. Vital match this for Kieran Duff. Still losing it and recovering quickly. Plenty of support here from Niall Guyden. A very good league campaign so far. From an acute angle, he's put it over the bar. And Dublin go in front. Very good point indeed by Niall Guyden from Raheny. Saluted by the Dublin fans. That's fetched in the centre of the field by John McDermott. Terry Ferguson. Well, he was fouled as he was playing that ball away, so it's free from where the ball landed, which is right in the middle of the field. Liam Hayes to take the free. Well, an interesting one, linking up here with Liam Harnan. Back to Hayes, seeking to put his side on level terms, but that's another one that's got astray. Declan Bolger just touching it down there to Paul Clark, seeking support from Tommy Carr. Oh, a well-angled pass towards Declan Sheehan. Kieran Dunn to keep the momentum of the attack going, but it's cut out. Sheehan, rather Niall Guyden. Kieran Duff, urging forward, supported there, as you see, by Tommy Carr, and also by Guyden. Got Dublin's first point, and he's got another. He really is having a very, very fine season, Niall Guyden. 2 points then, both in the opening 7 minutes. Hill 16, as you see, open for duty once again today, having been somewhat controversially closed for the Kerry match a fortnight ago. Tommy Carr, very alert. Overhit, however, towards Niall Guyden, who showed a good turn of pace, but was closed down very quickly by Kevin Foley. Quickly taken inside to Paul Clark. Back to Guyden. Clark once again trying to get another score. Setting it up for Barney Rock. Fisted. And Declan Sheehan couldn't just contain that pass. It was a useful opening and the referee has seen a foul there. He makes no mistake. That's the first free to be pointed in the match so far. Dublin leading by 3 points to no score. Here's the incident that led to that. Declan Sheehan down there in the corner. Keep your eye on him as he received that pass. And then going across, as he was getting himself up off the ground, he was tripped. And a free needlessly given away. Good positioning by Paul Clark. And they really are showing some very dominant style so far. And it's Guyden having to check against Kevin Foley. Pass not taken with any great deal of comfort by Liam Harnan. glad to see that there was support there from Brendan Riley. Oh, the bounce deceives Dave Sinnott, and Bernard Flynn has come way out from the corner forward position. It's been closed down here by Heary, checking his stride, neatly inside towards Finian Murtagh. The shot eventually by Adrian O'Halloran has gone wide, and it's the fourth Meath wide in the match so far. Well, they're missing the kind of chances that in a championship game they simply couldn't afford to do. John O'Leary then with the kick out for Dublin once again. And that's McDermott in midfield. We've got a very late call-up for this match. Tommy Dowd. Bernard Flynn against Dave Sinnott, who stuck out the leg. Foul, the Meath man free, rapidly taken. Across the Hayes. Oh, there was a chance there just for a second. Hayes closed down, he may make the most of it yet. And John O'Leary produces a good save. Secure handling, and Sinnott, who gave that possession away initially, plays the ball outside. Deegan here. Support from Declan Sheehan. Now Declan Bolger. Ballooned high up into the air, giving a lot of work for Jack Sheedy to do. It's Terry Ferguson going down there. Fouled by Kieran Duff. That's the 45-metre line. And Terry to take the free himself. Rapidly into space. Kevin Foley. Oh, takes a high one there from Jack Sheedy. Referee must have allowed an advantage. It's Liam Harnan. Becoming a little bit rugged now this match. Deegan, well positioned, blocked down by Colm O'Rourke. Support, however, there by the fullback Kieran Walsh. Heary, nicely taken. Donald McCarthy, an opportunity to play a good ball downfield, and McQuillan, however, was well favoured by that ball. Riley. Terry Ferguson. Declan Bolger can't hold on to it. This is a big opportunity for Bolger to shine this afternoon with Dave Foran be given a rest. Keith Barr, strong man in that half-back line. That's been much admired in this league so far. Tommy Carr. It's Terry Ferguson trying to cut it out. Linking up with Kevin Foley. Much happier, I'm sure, to be out in the half-back line. That was by Paul Clark. This time the free has been taken from the ground, as you see, but when frees are taken from the hand by the player who's fouled, it certainly has speeded up the game. The other players reacting much quicker, getting into good positions. Stafford here. Finian Murtagh, been on the Meath panel throughout the 80s. Now John McDermott. Lobbing one in towards Bernard Flynn against Dave Sinnott. He just about managed to keep that ball away, and Deegan was here to provide assistance. Tommy Carr, always waiting on the wing to take that ball from his own full-back line. It's a bad ball. Tommy Dowd has a chance for the first point here. Oh, a great save by John O'Leary. He was going for a goal. Well, he might have taken a point, but it gave us the opportunity to admire once again the great goalkeeping skills of John O'Leary. And it all came from an untypical error by Tommy Carr, a passing error into the centre that simply set up Tommy Dowd, and Dowd simply hit it ferociously, and it produced a marvellous save by John O'Leary. So it's Brian Stafford with the 45, and it's gone wide. Not their day so far. They're fifth wide, no points on the scoreboard, and we've 15 minutes gone. Declan Sheehan is the player who's gone off, and it's Charlie Redmond who's come in. Charlie was something of a surprise omission initially because he played quite well against Kerry, having been a star against Down in the previous match. Nicely caught there, John McDermott. Impressing in this match here towards Bernard Flynn. Well, the game badly requiring a couple of Meath scores to give it a great deal more interest. And it's Liam Hayes here who took that pass from Stafford inside nicely. Chance for Tommy Dowd. Tommy Dowd has given the Meath fans a great injection of confidence with a goal after 22 minutes. He may have missed one a little bit earlier, denied by save by John O'Leary, but not on this occasion. Good passing, which saw that ball played in from Stafford to Hayes. Watch for Dowd cutting in from the left-hand side. It was nicely released. And then that interesting run around 2 or 3 defenders before he blasted it into the back of the net. So now that should make a game of it. Tommy Carr, Clark. Two sides who will meet here, of course, in the first round of the Leinster on June the 2nd. Mick Lyons hoping to be part of that Meath team. Sideline ball taken by Paul Clark. Kicked in, but it was dropped by Jack Sheedy. Riley. Ferguson. Finding McDermott. Hayes, or Foley rather. Brendan Riley once again. Well, a searching ball forward. Colm O'Rourke having to run across there with Kieran Walsh. And the St Anne's man put it out of play. It's quickly taken by Colm O'Rourke. Bernard Flynn trying to cut inside. Dave Sinnott. The angle is tight, but he's put it over the bar. And all of a sudden, Meath have taken the lead. Well, this lady here on Mother's Day is out enjoying watching her favourite team in action. John McDermott. Terry Ferguson. Well, there's a much better edge to the game now following those couple of Meath scores. Finian Murtagh steadying himself, and now they've gone 2 points in front. Well, he's always worth coming to see, Finian Murtagh. Good at taking points from long distances. Heary. So now it's really going to be presented as something of a challenge to this Dublin team. Both sides seeking a psychological edge before the championship meeting. Pádraig Lyons driven down towards Stafford, kicked away by Deegan, however. McDermott here, trying to hold on to it, supported by Foley. Up towards Colm O'Rourke against Walsh. The fullback releasing it inside to Declan Bolger. Across towards Charlie Redmond's wing. Fisted away, however, by Brendan Riley. But look at the good positioning of Terry Ferguson. Harnan. Towards Bernard Flynn. Getting there ahead of Dave Sinnott. That's O'Halloran, and it's over the bar. Adrian O'Halloran gets into the scoring act. The entire half-forward line has now scored against this highly rated Dublin half-back line. Terry Ferguson has kept on pushing forward, and it's made a big difference to the way things have changed about at midfield. Mick Deegan. Dublin now without a score for 10 minutes. Kevin Foley somehow manages to hold it. He was restrained, he was fouled, and it's going to be a free out. Inside the last minute of this first half. McCullen. Declan Bolger fingers it down. Paul Clark somehow made ground to reach it as far as Tommy Carr. Barney Rock. Oh, a good-looking ball inside towards Donald McCarthy, trying to hold on to it. And now striving to make a better angle, maybe for somebody else like Charlie Redmond. Did it go off the defender? Yes, it did, and it's gone 5 for the game's first 45. So Barney Rock can put just a goal between the teams if he can point this late 45 in time added on for injuries. And Barney has done exactly that. Now playing out away from the full forward line, it seems. His second point. They check on their watches. It's a game which became impressively competitive in the last 8 minutes of the first half. Before that, mostly Dublin, Meath with a lot of wides. But then Tommy Dowd's goal after 22 minutes meant that from there to the finish, Meath looked impressive. Barney Rock getting that late point, and at half-time, it's just a goal between the teams, 1-4 to 4 points. Paddy Cullen there in the centre with Jim Brogan discussing that first half, and I'm sure they'll have quite a bit to say to their charges. They certainly let the initiative fall away from them for the remaining 8 minutes of the first half. So it's Dublin have the sun in their eyes for the second half as John McDermott gathers. From the throw-in, Liam Hayes. Nicely belted down. Bernard Flynn was on his way. Dave Sinnott cut it out. Colm O'Rourke. And it's the fullback Kieran Walsh linking up with Tommy Carr. Oh, he sold a pup that time to Mick Deegan. Finian Murtagh trying to keep the momentum of the attack going. Deegan, tidy, economical type of defender normally. He's struggling to get this one away right now, and he's overcarried. He protests that he hadn't much of an opportunity to get it away, but the referee wasn't interested. Paddy Russell awards the free into Meath. So Brian Stafford, who got 1 point in the first half, has this angle. 35 metres out. He's made no mistake. They looked a little bit ring rusty, Meath, in the opening 20 minutes. They're now playing a lot better. Charlie Redmond can't hold on to it. Taken by Paul Clark, who in turn is taken by Liam Hayes. Free kick being taken by Keith Barr. Well across there, Kevin Foley's out rapidly, but he was quickly felled. Fair number of free kicks in this match. Padraig Lyons then on his recall to the Meath colours. Links up with John McDermott. He has impressed, I must say, in this game. Adrian O'Halloran, who got 1 point in the first half, pursued by Tommy Carr. A very good run. Tight angle, back to Bernard Flynn. Closed down, however, but unfairly. The referee decides that the tackle by the fullback Kieran Walsh wasn't justified. So it's going to be a free kick in. Free taker is going to be Finian Murtagh. It'll suit a left-footed kicker on the 13-metre line. Angle fairly tight, being jeered by the Dublin fans on the hill, but he ignores it completely. And he's got a second point, and this young Meath fan is particularly happy. And there you see Dublin's substitute Noel McCaffrey, and he's coming in place of Jack Sheedy. In fact, they've decided that Jack Sheedy stays on, and it's Declan Balger who's gone off. A low kick out by John O'Leary, and the jersey was being tugged by Eamon Heary there on Finian Murtagh, rapidly inside towards Tommy Dowd. And Bernard Flynn playing it back in. Nicely done by Finian Murtagh. Well saved by John O'Leary, supported by Tommy Carr. Adrian O'Halloran trying to intercept that pass. Now Jack Sheedy hasn't been playing well so far. Now in midfield. Charlie Redmond lets it run on to Noel McCaffrey. Donal McCarthy into Charlie Redmond once again. Needing scores on the boards badly. They want to score a win here against their great rivals, and that's another one. Charlie Redmond narrows the gap still more. Jack Sheedy manages just about to hold on to it, despite the attention of Finian Murtagh, Liam Hayes and John McDermott. A huge ball. Mick Lyons coming out again, but he's beaten by Barney Rock. A good catch, and then a push by Mick Lyons, I think, because the referee has noticed a foul, and it's going to be a free in for Dublin. Well, that was an interesting one, the kind of ball that Mick Lyons normally likes to see coming down his way. But on this occasion, it was Barney Rock who got there first. Preferring then to hit it from the ground. 13 metres out, 2 between them now. It's a really interesting game, this. Just 11 minutes into the second half. Oh, a great catch by Paul Clark. Again a high ball. Barney Rock breaks it down this time. It's taken away by Terry Ferguson. Jack Sheedy cuts it out. pursued by a couple of Meath defenders. The referee allows a good advantage. Kieran Duff, and he's put it wide. The referee noted the foul that time and let the ball run on to Kieran Duff, who couldn't make the most of it. Hayes has that one fisted away by Paul Clark. It's all Dublin at the moment. Jack Sheedy, high. And it comes off the post, it comes down. Well, they were all sucked across to the far side, and Mick Lyons reacted quickly. Across towards Colm O'Rourke, pursued by Kieran Walsh. And that's Niall Guyden nipping in there. It must have been very near the sideline. Still in play. Heary coming up. Again Guyden, looking for another point, and he's put him high over the bar, and there's just one between them. Niall Guyden's third point of the match. David Beggy has just been brought into the Meath team. They need him badly, and it's Adrian O'Halloran who's the player who's been taken off. Jack Sheedy. Brendan Riley just nursing that one out over the sideline. Tommy Carr. Very little has got by that Dublin half backline in the second half. McCaffrey has that one kicked away by Liam Harnan of Meath. Still clinging on to their 1-point lead. Meath in need of the 2 points because that could well set them up for a place in the quarter-finals yet. Dependent on the results, of course. Now Dave Sinnott, the number 4. And he's put it over the bar. It's taken the left corner back to show the forwards how to do it. And the young Dublin fans celebrate the equalising score. Emergency stations then for Meath, and they bring in Martin O'Connell, and the player who's going off is Liam Harnan. Colm O'Rourke starved of possession in the second half. The ball has, on just a few occasions, managed to get by the Dublin midfield and half-back line. Stafford. David Beggy coming in there. Tackled hard. Kieran Walsh. Beggy seemed to lash out that time with the left boot, and it's going to be a free in for Meath. Although from this angle here, I thought there was an attempted trip. Free to Meath then, and they can take the lead once more. Finian Murter, with the fans jeering up on Hill 16. But he experienced that a little while ago and made very little of it. He's put it over the bar, and Meath go back in front again. Finian Murta's third point, very valuable contribution. Heary taking it low with great commitment. Transfer to Keith Barr, his partner on the half-back line. A dashing run forward, 45 metres out. Letting it run inside, and it's over the bar for a magnificent point. Heary set him up, but this was the run forward by that strong man who's settling in so well in the centre half-back position. That was the 45-metre line. A huge one high up into the air, and it dropped down and over. Meanwhile, Charlie Redmond has been fouled. Sides are level, remember. Won 7 to 10 points. 7.5 minutes remaining. Keith Barr, the free taker. Inside towards Barney Rock. Drops away, however, and it's fed outside to Charlie Redmond. Back in here to Niall Guyden onto his left foot, and he's put it over the bar. He's got 4 points. The Dubs back in front again. Well, stalemate situation results in a free to Meath, as the player in possession failed to release the ball fast enough. Being Niall Guyden. Martin O'Connell not fit enough to start the game, but fit enough to take this free with 5 minutes remaining. Hit deep to Bernard Flynn. Fouled just outside the 20-metre line. Remember, Dublin leading by a point. Mick Deegan there, going back in front of goal. And Finian Murta just announcing that he's going to take this free. Well, he's made little of the torment coming in from the fans. He's settled himself and hit 2 very good frees so far in the second half, and now he's hit a third, and the sides are level once more. There are 4 minutes remaining. Noel McCaffrey can't hold it. Colm O'Rourke has come into the middle of the field to see a piece of the action, but that's going to be a Dublin sideline ball. Sinnott delayed for just a moment or two. A couple of players were calling for it. That's Jack Sheedy, much happier in the second half at midfield. In towards Barney Rock, fisted away by Mick Lyons, only as far as Paul Clark. Looking for some openings. Linking up here with Barney Rock. Space at a premium. Charlie Redmond has put it wide. In fairness to him, there were a couple of Meath players really angling in on top of him as he was hitting that one. But this has been a battling performance for them. Brendan Riley. Liam Hayes against Paul Clark. Support coming in here from David Beggy. McDermott's free. He holds on. Releases it to Colm O'Rourke. Is there a winner now here for Finian Murta? Oh, he's drilled it wide. That was the winning of the game, and he knows it. There were only 15 seconds to go on my watch. And the game is all over. It's Meath 1-8, Dublin 11 points. They simply could not produce a winner between them. But overall, there was some terrific entertainment, some very good football, and we really do look forward to their championship meeting on June the 2nd. And we'll be back with more sport after this commercial break.
Croke Park in a game that changed little in stages, but also avoiding relegation. Well, after today's game, Ger Canning spoke to Meath's Tommy Dowd and Dublin's forward Barney Rock.
Tom, it was a great old game, and it really was for the taking there for either team right into the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, well, it was a good, hard, tough, physical game. That's the way Meath and Dublin play all the time, and that's the way they like it. That's their game.
Dublin made the better start with 3 points up. Then about 15 minutes into the first half, you had a particularly good chance of either a goal or a point.
That's right. I remember Tommy Carr kicked the ball across field to try to kick it to Keith Barr, and it just happened to be in the right place and nipped in and made a run through, and it was a tremendous save by John O'Leary.
Have to ask you the question, did you go for a point?
I did indeed, yeah.
It was a fabulous save.
It was a great save, yes.
And then what about that goal which came after 22 minutes, set up by Liam Hayes for you?
That's right, it was a great bust through the middle by Liam. When he goes and does these busts, it's very hard to stop him. He's a very long stride, and he made plenty of room, and I just came through the middle, and he passed the ball out. I was lucky enough that John O'Leary didn't stop me, and I got by him and just put away, nearly went over the bar.
As we saw there, you actually got around about 3 defenders. You were making absolutely sure to plant it.
That's right. Well, I usually do that and just get upended, but I was lucky enough when I didn't.
Nobody's actually gained any psychological edge towards the championship.
No, I think it's a draw there, but having said that, come June, will be totally different, I think. Both teams will be an awful lot fitter. I suppose the football will be an awful lot better, and hopefully there'll be an awful lot more scores.
I'm not too sure was there a curse or whatever on that goal down there towards the canal end, because a lot of wides by Meath in the first half and a lot of wides by Dublin in the second half.
Yeah, I think it was a funny day because the wind was blowing into the canal end, which meant that you've got to get the ball way up, and it just seemed to come down that little bit shorter. I suppose Mickey McQuillan was catching more balls over the crossbar than anything else. But having said that, it's nearly always handier to kick up into the Hill 16 goal.
You had a rare old battle there with your old pal Mick Lyons. I remember one great catch that you made in the second half. Remember that?
I made one, but Mick made another couple as well. But it's the way it is. You just got to go for every ball that comes, and one of us either going to catch it. I think there was an awful lot of balls that were broken today, but we just didn't pick up any of the breaks at all.
What do you make of this young Dublin side? You've been on the scene now for a few years. You're back this particular game, hoping to stay in it, I'm sure. What do you think make of the team?
Well, Jared, I still think I'm young. But having said that, I think we have a good team. We're developing well, in the sense. But having said that, the 2nd of June will tell an awful lot, in that sense. But we'll take every game as it comes. Our attitude is right in the sense that we want to go out and win every game. And from here till September or till June, whenever it may be, every match we go out in, it's a championship. Because if we're beaten, we're out of the league. And we're beaten in the championship, we're out of the championship. So we've got to win every game that comes our way. And that's the attitude we'll be going out with.
So then, on a day which sorted out